Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is HOOTMONEY here with another video for you guys today. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 stocks to buy right now on Robinhood. So guys, today was an interesting day in the market. Oh yeah, by the way, before we get into that, I'm wearing a hat today because my hair is a little messed up, so I hope you guys don't mind. But anyways, yeah, so today was a little rough day in the market. I'm just going to take the assumption that some of your portfolios were pretty red on the day. I personally lost like over $1,000 on the day, so obviously I'm not too happy with that, and there's just a few reasons for that. So number one, inflationary fears. So tomorrow Jerome Powell will be speaking. So the consumer price index numbers that we recently got were some of the highest numbers that we've seen, and unless you've been living under a rock, you've been hearing the term inflation being thrown around for the past 3 months, and no one really knows what to do. You've also definitely heard about interest rates, and if interest rates are going up, a lot of your favorite growth stocks will go down as a result. Now, this is not the case for all stocks. There's some stocks that perform very well under a high interest rate environment. And since growth stocks have recovered, interest rates have been plateauing and have not really been going up, and we've seen growth stocks rally since then. So I highly encourage you guys to look up on your own and learn about on your own how interest rates affect stock prices, because having that knowledge is something that will help you throughout your investing career. And understanding interest rates doesn't only help you with stock investing, it helps you with real estate investing, cryptocurrency investing. There are tons of different assets that interest rates have an effect on. So today I'm going to be going over the top 5 stocks to buy on Robinhood if you guys are worried about these interest rates and you think that inflation is coming. And I'm basically putting out this video before Jerome Powell speaks, so I also highly encourage you to watch what he says tomorrow, as that could definitely be a huge catalyst for these stocks to go up or down. If he mentions that interest rates are going to have to rise, I believe that the stocks that I'm about to talk about are going to be performing very, very well over the next few weeks, and some of our favorite growth names might not perform as well as we would hope. You can also just pay attention to the 10-year treasury rate yourself. Just looking at the chart, there's many charts out there that have a live representation of what the rate is. So if that interest rate is going up, which it did go up today, then it'll definitely have a negative impact on growth stocks and a positive impact on the stocks that we are going to talk about today. So what we are talking about today can be seen as almost a hedge if you guys are worried about your portfolios and you want to capitalize off of a higher interest rate environment. And also, these stocks just add great diversification to your portfolio. If you have over $100,000 invested, you're all in on growth stocks and growth stocks go down, then what do you have left to your portfolio? But the last time that the growth stocks did crash because of higher interest rates, some of the stocks I'm about to talk about did perform very, very well. So it's definitely good to have a diversified portfolio just in case something happens in the markets. So if you guys appreciate these videos, I highly appreciate it if you guys gave me that early thumbs up on the video, as it's the #1 thing you can do to help me out as a small content creator. Check out the links in the description to sign up for public. It's also in the pinned comment section. You get up to $70 in free stock just for signing up, so it's pretty much a no-brainer. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so this is my dog Zuko. I hope you guys don't mind that he visits us during this video. So the first stock we're going to be talking about is AbbVie. So AbbVie has been doing well. As you can see, it was up today, and AbbVie is just one of my favorite dividend stocks. So whenever there's a time for a cyclical push, which is what I'm thinking might happen in the next few weeks, AbbVie always does well. If we look at the 3 months chart, it's up 7%. If we look at the yearly chart, it's up 26%. And in February, once this whole interest rate thing happened, we didn't really see a crash, and then it just started rallying throughout March and April to new all-time highs. So AbbVie is definitely a good one, and they pay a nice juicy dividend. The next one that we have on this list is ExxonMobil, or XOM. So you guys have been seeing the recent gas prices. They're absolutely insane. Some of the highest prices I've ever seen in my lifetime. And with that comes increased revenue for these oil and gas companies. These energy companies do very well during these times of uncertainty in the market. Exxon also pays a very nice dividend, and for that reason I had to include it on the list. And you guys can also see that today it was up 3.64%. So clearly this stock performs well when there are fears of higher interest rates. The next stock that we have on this list is JP Morgan, or JPM. So this is a financial sector stock. It's a banking stock. You guys might have a bank account with them. And I took a look at some of their fundamentals of these other banks, and I think JP Morgan is definitely the best price for the amount of revenue that they bring in. And although it was not up on the day, you can see that in February, when this whole inflation crisis did start to happen and higher interest rates were now in the picture and interest rates started going up, you can see that JP Morgan did start rallying. So as you guys can see, it's now on a dip, and I think if interest rates do go up, this one can definitely get back to the 166 price range. If you're worried about inflation stealing the purchasing power of your dollar, then you guys can get some free money by signing up for Public using the links in the comment section and the description of the video. Now, if you sign up for Public, you get up to $70 in free stock just for signing up and adding at least $1 to your account. So if you add $1 to your account and you get $70, I don't think the purchasing power of your dollar is going to be going down anytime soon if it's turning into $71. So for that reason, check out those links. I also just really enjoy Public as a stock trading platform. I like it much better than Robinhood. Obviously, most of you guys are on Robinhood right now, so you guys can definitely go to the App Store and just download Public. Just make sure you guys use code HOOTMONEY if you do decide to download it from the App Store. It's also just very easy to use as well. It's a social media. It's like Reddit for stocks. You can follow people, see their portfolios, see what they're saying. Sometimes they bring on CEOs, like the CEO of DraftKings went on there to take questions from people like you who use the platform. So with all that being said, I just think it's an amazing and fun investing platform to use, and you get up to $70 in free stock just for signing up. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Let's get back to the video. The next stock that we have on this list is gonna be the most fun one that we're gonna be talking about in this video. Well, maybe not the most fun one, but it's gonna be a fun one. So this is the Direxion Daily Financial Bull ETF, which is a triple leveraged financial sector ETF. So with a triple leverage comes extreme risk, which I know a lot of you guys like to take on extreme risk, so that's why I'm talking about it. I'm not going to personally buy it myself, but if there is higher interest rates, this one can definitely be a good swing trade. In February, when we first saw interest rates start rising, this thing was at about $79 per share. Well, now we can see that it's at $114 per share, and as you guys can clearly see, it's now at $114 per share. So this one has definitely been rallying, and it's up 281% in the past year. So that is an absolutely insane return on your investment, in my opinion. Now we have to go back to the 5-year chart to get the best picture, because you can see before it had its insane rally as of last year, it was up to 107 and it crashed all the way down to $17 a share. So that just shows you guys the risk with these triple leverage stocks. If you time them right, yes, you can make enormous returns, but if you time them wrong, you can lose everything. So be very careful with buying these ones. And the last stock that we're going to be talking about today, well, it's not really a stock, but it's a digital asset. It's Ethereum. So guys, I recently did buy some Ethereum when it was at 2,300. I actually sold it a few weeks ago at 3,300. So I did a little bit of a swing trade and I bought back in, and I obtained a few more Ethereum while doing so. I'm gonna have to pay taxes on my gains, but oh well, we'll figure that one out later. And the awesome thing about cryptocurrency is that cryptocurrency also rallied when we saw this increased inflation. We take a look at this yearly chart. In February, Ethereum was trading around 1,500. Then it got up to about 1,700 in March, but it really just started to take off, reaching a peak of 4,000 4,500 at one point. It doesn't even show it on this chart, but it reached 4,500, and then it definitely had a correction. Now, there's no real indication that we're in a bear market for Ethereum. Nothing really looks like it's in a bear market. It just looks like it overshot at one point and it corrected itself to the mean. But there's clearly no indication on Ethereum's chart. There could be a different argument made for Bitcoin, but for Ethereum, I don't really see anything that looks like it's going into a bear market anytime soon. So that's why I had to buy back into Ethereum. And if interest rates do go up and inflation also goes up as well, I definitely see Ethereum running again. So that's also one that you might want to swing trade, or you can just hodl it for the long term. I think both are actually great strategies with Ethereum. So I had to include it on the list. Even though it's not a stock, it's definitely one that you can make some money on in these times of inflation and uncertainty. So those are the 5 stocks. Well, not all stocks, but you know what I mean, to buy now. I know they're not our typical growth stocks that we always talk about. However, a lot of the growth stocks are up right now. So I didn't want to just tell you guys to buy a stock right now just for the sake of telling you guys to buy a stock. Even if it's going to perform well in the long run, there may be some opportunities to buy those stocks anyways at a dip in the future. I mean, I can't predict the future, but this is just my best guess. And these are the stocks that I think will be performing well over the next few months, especially if inflation does come. And with that being said, you guys have to pay attention to the Jerome Powell speech, figure out what's going on with rates, look at the 10-year treasury chart, and if those rates are going up, these stocks and assets are definitely going to be a bit more attractive. And once our favorite stocks are back at the price levels that we want, we'll go back and we'll start buying up those stocks. There's definitely a few diamonds in the rough on growth stocks. However, today I just wanted to make a video about cyclical stocks because stocks are cyclical by nature. Same with cryptocurrency. Right now we're going through a momentum phase where a bunch of momentum stocks have been picking up steam. However, that's not going to happen forever. There was also a phase where cryptocurrency was really picking up steam. There was also a phase where SPACs were really picking up steam. So if stocks are cyclical by nature and assets in general are cyclical by nature, we have to do our part in diversifying so we're a part of each cycle. And the stocks that I talked about in this video are definitely ones that will add diversity to your portfolios, which is always a great thing when investing in the long term. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it as always. Feel free to leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed the content you saw today. And that's about it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and check out the links in the description and the pinned comment section to sign up for Public, where you get up to $70 in free stock just for signing up and funding your account with at least $1. Well guys, that's about it. Peace.